स्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। निताई गौरांग जय, निताई गौरांग, निताई गौरांग जय, निताई गौरांग, निताई गौरांग जय, निताई गौरांग, निताई गौरांग जय। गौर हरि गौर 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 हरि, जय सचिनंदन गौर हरि, गौर 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 हरि, मायापुर चंद्रोदय गौर हरि, गौर 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 हरि, शची मायर प्राणधन गौर हरि, नादिया विहारी गौर हरि, कलिमल हारी गौर हरि। जय पंचतत्व, जय पंचतत्व, पंचतत्व जय पंचतत्व। जय प्रह्लाद नृसिंह जय अनंत देव, प्रह्लाद नृसिंह जय अनंत देव। जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव, सुभद्रा माई जय जय सुदर्शन। जय राधा माधव अष्ट सखी, गिरि गोवर्धन जय गिरि गोवर्धन। जय जय प्रभुपाद, प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद, जय जय प्रभुपाद। जय जय गुरुदेव, गुरुदेव Gurudev Jai Jai Gurudev. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Om Vishnupad Paramhamsa Parivrajakaacharya Ashtotarasat His Divine Grace Abhay Charna Arvind Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada की जय नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय प्रेम से कहें जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपिका श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन जी महाराज की जय ब्रजभूमि वृंदावन धाम की जय नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जय श्री क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय साकेत अयोध्यापुरी धाम की जय गंगा माई की जय जमुना मैया की जय भक्ति देवी की जय तुलसी महारानी की जय समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय All glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, first things first, of late there has been some discontinuity in our classes. While the reasons are valid, but still there should be some provision. Despite me being physically present in Bangalore last week, somehow I could not visit, and I was thinking that this week I would do so, but I had to suddenly leave from Bangalore to Ajmer and I couldn't make it. Nonetheless, let me sort of think through this, because the kind of planning it takes is one, whenever I plan a tour, I have to make sure that Saturday evening is not there in the picture. And then I also have to make sure that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday mornings are also not there in the picture. So we'll try to be more regular with the classes going forward. I'm going to attempt at least. Now let us begin with the verse that we are taking up today. We are going through chapter 4. Mataji, please put it up on the screen. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. ये यथा मां प्रपद्यन्ते तांस्तथैव भजाम्यहम् मम वर्तमानुवर्तन्ते मनुष्याः पार्थ सर्वशः. Translation: As all surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. Everyone follows my path in all respects, O son of Pratha. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Everyone is searching for Krishna in the different aspects of his manifestations. Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is partially realized in his impersonal Brahma Jyoti effulgence and as all pervading Supersoul dwelling within everything, including the particles of atoms. But Krishna is fully realized only by his pure devotees. Consequently, Krishna is the object of everyone's realization, and thus anyone and everyone is satisfied according to one's desire to have him. In the transcendental world also, Krishna reciprocates with his pure devotees in the transcendental attitude, just as the devotee wants him. One devotee may want Krishna as Supreme Master, another as his personal friend, another as his son, and still another as his lover. Krishna rewards all the devotees equally according to their different intensities of love for him. In the material world, the same reciprocations of feelings are there, and they are equally exchanged by the Lord with the different types of worshippers. The pure devotees, both here and in the transcendental abode, associated with Him in person and are able to render personal service to personal service to the Lord, and thus derive transcendental bliss in His loving service. As for those who are impersonalists and who want to commit spiritual suicide by annihilating the individual existence of the living entity, Krishna helps also by absorbing them into his effulgence. Such impersonalists do not agree to accept the eternal blissful personality of Godhead. Consequently, they cannot relish the bliss of transcendental personal service to the Lord, having extinguished their individuality. Some of them, who are not firmly situated even in the impersonal existence, return to the material field to exhibit their dormant desires for activities. They are not admitted into the spiritual planets, but they are again given a chance to act on the material planets. For those who are fruitive workers, the Lord awards the desired results of their prescribed duties as the Yajneshwar, and those who are yogis seeking mystic powers are awarded such powers. In other words, everyone is dependent for success upon his mercy alone, and all kinds of spiritual processes are but different degrees of success on the same path. Unless, therefore, one comes to the highest perfection of Krishna consciousness, all attempts remain imperfect, as is given in the Srimad Bhagavatam 2.3.10. Akama sarva kamavo moksha kama udaradhi trivrena bhakti yogena yajeta purusham param. Whether one is without desire, the condition of the devotee, or is desirous of all fruitive results, or is after liberation, one should, with all efforts, try to worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead for complete perfection, culminating in Krishna consciousness. You can remove this now, Mataji. Om Ajnana-timirandhasya Gnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kadamahiyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Gurun Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभयश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। I will begin opposite, in the sense the flow which is given pure devotees, mystic seekers, impersonalists, then fruitive workers, like that the flow has been given. But I understand that if you are not well versed with Srila Prabhupada's writings, then the language, the words would appear tough. And therefore, I'm making an attempt to first connect it with how you currently understand. So if you read the translation again, Mataji, please put it up there. It says, in all respects, all people are looking for me. Just go to the translation. Yeah. As all surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. Everyone follows my path in all respects, O son of Pratha. So it is naturally, obvious, so to say, that one would get confused. Those who do not believe in God, those who are not sure, atheists and agnostics, how are they following? And here the Lord Himself is saying, everyone follows my path in all respects. So, very beautiful and very deep statement. We will be covering the main part of it, but I wanted to pick it up from where you can connect. So, when one is an artist, say a painter, and he uses this kind of a statement that my painting is my worship. Some people are nature lovers and they say nature is, I'm a nature worshipper. Some people say music is my God. As they surrender, please understand, amazingly subtle it is. As they surrender, they are rewarded. When you surrender to the practice of music, then the proportionate revelation in terms of expertise in music is attained. Same for sportsmanship. Same for sports, not sportsmanship, I'm sorry. And same for painting, and same for anything. Then what do we mean that, you know, people are looking for Krishna? No, they may not put that name, but every soul, this is the answer, every soul is aspiring for fulfillment. That fulfillment is Krishna. They don't know it. So they are searching for it faultily or imperfectly and in an incomplete manner. So Prabhupada's purport, when you see, he is using the term different manifestations of the Lord. Some people would see Lord as death, Kalo Asmi. Some people will see Lord as one comprising of amazing beauty. Which aspect of supreme absolute truth you desire to see depending upon your current consciousness? And everyone is desiring, because complete happiness is a goal for everybody. Unhindered happiness. Someone who is in mode of ignorance, very lazy, even he, if he makes tiny effort in any direction, it is understood as effort for fulfillment. And that effort is surrender. In that proportion, the result of mode of passion, the mode of goodness, they are sent to him by the Lord's arrangement only. Those of you who are into the field of IT, those of you who are into the field of this astrophysics and astronomy and things like that, the missile technology and all of those things. Somewhere, now you may not be thinking like that, but somewhere there was a temperament in you. And that temperament was of exploration. What is it there? Let me see it. Even if you are seeking money constantly, money won't come to you unless you surrender in that degree. And surrender means you are willing to let go of self-absorption. You're willing to deep dive into it. Whenever you give up partly to demigods, to a hobby or to anything, there is instant result of it in proportion to your degree of absorption. You will get it. But that is highly, so Prabhupada is saying there are fruitive workers. They have different goals. So as Yajneshwar, the owner of Yajna, and we have read at length in chapter 3, what is Yajna? Doing one's prescribed duty is Yajna. And what happens when you do your duty? At that moment, you have to forget about enjoyment and get absorbed into that thing which you wish to achieve. That is taken as your surrender and your worship. Because you are not aspiring for Shyamasundar, because you are not aspiring for impersonal Brahman, because you are not aspiring for Paramatma feature of the Supreme Truth, you are not even aspiring for mystical powers. You are aspiring for new iPhone or fan following on Insta. Even there, because you're seeking ego fulfillment. All right, then do something. Lord is so, what's the term? Impartial. He's so impartial that he rewards even demons. Even demons. He empowers them. Be it Hiranyakashipu, be it Ravan, be it Kamsa, whoever has performed austerity, because they sought fulfillment in that. And what was demanded was yajna. Absorb, forget yourself, stand up on your toe for so many years, tolerate the wind, tolerate the torrential rains, and you will be given to it. You will be provided with it. It is great. That's why he's saying, in all respects, everyone is looking for me, perfectly or imperfectly, because I am the one who you are looking at, but you are not looking at complete realization of the absolute truth. I will come to now the second part of it. This is the last aspect of section 1. In section 1, I wanted you to connect with what the Lord is saying literally. In all respects, everyone is looking for me only. It does not mean an atheist is looking for Krishna, an agnostic is looking for Krishna. Forget about that. A fruity worker or a mystic seeker, no, none of them. Even not impersonalists, none of them. They're not even looking for Krishna. But the definition here is any desire that you wish to get fulfilled is born with the thought of happiness, enjoyment, satisfaction. So, Sad, Chit, and Anand, one of the three features we are seeking, either we are seeking knowledge, we are seeking eternity, or we are seeking happiness. In three features, everyone is doing it. You want to decode why this, uh, universe came into existence. You're going to different other planets to see if life is there. What do you think? Krishna will be afraid of you? Oh no, they should not know the secret of cosmos. No, things have always been in his control. How much harm can a child cause to a house made by the parents? And he indeed does cause the harm, but the parents tolerate it, and parents know that at any moment, if it goes beyond certain limit, the child can be course corrected. So Krishna is always in full control, but he reciprocates to the desires. And the condition that he places is the proportion in which you surrender. So, if you are an atheist, doesn't matter at all, and you desire to be a singer, you will be one. You will be one. If you are an atheist and you wish to be the president of United States, go ahead and be one. It's you who is so narrow in your thoughts that you think because I don't believe in God or I'm against God, that God will stop. He has not stopped. History is a proof. He has never stopped demons from becoming what they are. We have to understand the nature. Madbhavam agata. We have to understand the nature of Krishna. Once we know his nature, that's Krishna bhavana. And then we become Krishna conscious, which means we become Krishna bhavana bhavit. So here another feature has come up. Any desire. That's why Prabhupada quoted that verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. Akama sarvakama, moksha kama. Any desire. Akam means when you don't have any material desire. That's pure devotees. Sarvakama, those who want to fulfill and enjoy here in the material world, fruitive workers. Moksha kama, and those who want to get rid of it. All three types of people. Tivrena bhakti yogena yajeta purusham param. With phenomenal bhakti, tivra bhakti, very prominent, powerful, intense is the right word. Tivrena. Yajeta, worship. Purusham param. They should worship the Supreme Lord. But there is one category of supreme worshippers who don't recognize the Supreme. Even then there is a reciprocation. These people say, we don't want Golok Vrindavan. We don't want to gape at your beauty and just serve you. We would like to be served. And we would like to have our own kingdom. And it should last for long. Now he is creating his Krishna. Definitely, it's a manifestation of superior energy. He's creating his God. It's imperfect version, but because he's indirectly, he doesn't know it. From here, he will go to demigod worship someday. That is also imperfect. That's why in coming chapter, in chapter 8 or 9, Krishna will say these people, they are also attempting, but they are doing it imperfectly. However, just know, Arjun, that even if you worship a demigod, I am the one who gives the result. So the results will be temporary and they will be limited in quantity. But even there, surrender is equal to absorption, which is equal to giving up the self-obsession and forgetting yourself into your work. This is how everybody is looking for Krishna. Everybody. The teenager who is lost in love, he's also looking for it. The owner of a startup who wants to make it big, he's also looking for it. The scientist, he's also looking for it. Everyone, even the lazy person who doesn't want to work but is forced to work, is praying indirectly, unknowingly, that the moment I have this much money, I'll stop working. But to work means to forget his current, convenience. And the moment he does that, he's in touch with superior energy. He will be rewarded. This is very deep. All of us are looking for God. Our visions are highly, highly, highly imperfect. Some of us are against God, but even then we also will be rewarded, provided we surrender. And we are not surrendering to the person known as Krishna. But you surrender to the rule of Krishna, it is equal to surrender to the name of Krishna. Rule of Krishna is absorption, austerity, yajna, and you will get it. So fruitive workers are getting it. And those who are seeking mystic powers, those of you who do not know, there are 8 different types of siddhis are there. You can become the largest, you can become the tiniest, you can expand yourself you plus 8 more types of same, your replicas. Those type of siddhis are there. And if you practice it too well, which is again yajet purusham param, because you are misdirected due to false ego which is prominent, you want to tom and show off that you see I can fly and travel from here to there without any aeroplane. In recent 2020, one of the matches, I think it was inauguration or something, in a stadium, a man, he had some kind of a backpack with some machines in it, and he was taking rounds of the stadium, and then he was flying, and people were cheering and clapping, and with the help of machines a person is flying. He's literally flying. Maybe, not maybe, it is actually true that the same siddhi you can achieve without any machine. If you want to spend your life to that cause, you will get it. Because the proportion in which you will surrender to that cause, Krishna will reward you. Sometimes kids say that, I was very tensed. How will I perform in my paper? I was working very hard, but I was very nervous, and I saw in the night some questions. And guess what? Some of them actually appeared in the question paper. It's not about question paper. Because you are getting absorbed, it is being understood as surrender. And the Lord is reciprocating. And it's not just you. His rule is already there. He doesn't personally come and does that. Degree in which you will absorb yourself in the cause that you are pursuing, in that degree you will definitely receive success. Now comes the most important part, which is the second part. Dear devotees, with misunderstanding, we will get results which will be limited in quantity and temporary by time frame. So we are receiving the favor from Lord, but because we don't want to aspire for the feature of eternity, the feature of all knowledge, the feature of all bliss, therefore we are getting stuck. Same principle of austerity, absorption, yajna, surrender, same principle. The desire has to change. Then you can achieve. The kind of work karmi people do to achieve wealth, humongous, year after year, and so much anxiety, and even after that, they finally grab it. They have lost the very body that wanted to enjoy through that money. But they got it because nature rewards it, because this nature has been made by the Lord in such a way. Now comes the second part, Yajet Purusham Param. However, if somebody who is intelligent, this is very important, very important. If you become a theist, someone who believes in God, and you say, my dear Lord, please provide me the intelligence to know two things, what is best and how to get it. Dadami buddhi yogam tam. The complete verse is Tesham satant yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam. Dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mama upayantite. Those who worship me constantly, satatam, I reward them. With what? Intelligence. What is that intelligence? By which they can come back to me That's the most intelligent person. Then no more diabetes, no more blood pressure, no more divorces, nothing, nothing. It doesn't mean no more activity. Now I'm talking about the opposite of it. Then an affair with the Lord. Then devotional service, which can give you bliss of a completely different intensity. And that intensity keeps on increasing as you go on serving. Isn't that amazing? So a life awaits us on that side of consciousness, where the absorption is into the Supreme. And since cent percent absorption in is into the Supreme, therefore the cent percent Supreme is available to you. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tams tathaiv bhajamyaham. Ye yatha, in the proportion, mam, unto me, prapadyante, surrender. Tams tathaiv, to them I also, bhajamyaham, I also worship them, bhajamyaham. Important word. They are surrendering, I am surrendering. Your proportion is whether you are a atheist, and who is just working, or you are an agnostic who is just working, or you are a fruitive worker who believes in demigod worship, or you are a fruitive worker who believes only in Supreme Lord, or you are a mystic seeker, or you are an impersonalist, or you are a pure devotee. These are nothing but different degrees of surrender and different objectives. The most perfect objective is asking for loving devotional service. Now, I'm sure you must be wondering about very strong words used by Srila Prabhupada like spiritual suicide. And I also know, I don't think any of you would have heard about, impersonalists and things like that. Give me 1 minute, I'll drink some water. And next 15 minutes, I'll try to give to that. 1 second. Thank you. There are various categories of people. There comes one category where the person is exhausted with material miseries or he is bored with it. Both are possible. Life was very, very tough and you lost all the, you know, what's the right term for this? You lost all the charm for life. You're like, boss, everything ends here and they end horribly, and this is not the right place. And I don't want any relationship ever again, because every relationship brings with it misery. These people got tired of material energies, you know, stringent laws. So they develop a consciousness where they say in your language, हमें खेलना ही नहीं है, हमको जीतना ही नहीं है. These are the people who stop all karmic activities, all activities. Krishna talks about them in chapter 18 also. They don't initiate karma. They remain sannyasis because they think married life, and rightly so, is highly troublesome. So they don't get into it. When you don't marry, there are so many things as reactions that don't accrue unto you. They don't happen to you. They don't initiate any big venture, house building and this and that, nothing. They subsist on bare minimum to keep the body and soul together. But deep inside, they are fervently praying. Praying doesn't mean directed to God. Even if it's an intense desire in yourself, it's being taken as prayer. They want to merge into the effulgence of the Lord's body. Why? Because there it's completely tranquil. It is completely peaceful. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi, all four gone. No more birth, no more death, no more disease, no more old age. Gone forever. But what else is gone? This concept of ego, right as well as wrong, both will be gone. Your individual identity will be finished. Then they say, I am equal to God. No, they are not. They asked for it, and therefore they got the permission to merge. When a river merges into an ocean, the river loses its identity. Do you all when you go to Ganga Sagar, do you ever say, oh, this river is also there, this river? No, you say this is ocean. But can you say that Ganga is ocean? Never. Ocean is ocean. Particularly when you talk about Krishna, whether somebody goes into him or comes out, infinity minus one is also infinity, and infinity plus one is also infinity. Does not change. You know that famous competitive exam question, x raises to the power x raises to the power x raises to the power x, on and on and on and on until infinity equals to 1 by 2. What's the value of x? And you are like, okay, but what's the fundamental principle there? There you say, if I remove one x at the bottom and I take all the other x, then also it's the same thing, which means x, just keep one x and just add up all others. And you say then x raised to the power 1 by 2 is 1 by 2. Then you square them, and x, you get a value x as 1 by 4. So, because infinity minus 1 is also infinity, infinity plus 1 is also infinity, infinity plus infinity is also infinity. When you know it mathematically, why can't you understand it spiritually? Anything that's entering into ocean is ocean. Ganga is finished. No more Ganga. Similarly, spiritual identity is finished. That's why Prabhupada is saying spiritual suicide. When you merge the identity, there is no you then. And in our Vedant culture, it's highly accommodating. It accommodates from atheists to agnostics to fruitive workers to mystic seekers to impersonalists to devotees. It accommodates everyone. That's why Sanatan is considered very generous and very broad. This is the real meaning of Sanatan is being truly accommodating, means you can't force worship of supreme truth unto someone who is an atheist. There has to be a provision. The Lord will not, give up on him. Lord never gives up on demons also. He rewards them and punishes as well. Even if you believe in God, which is what demigods do, even then, if you're lazy and you're enjoying the dance of apsaras and Hiranyakashipu is performing austerity, then get ready to be ruled by him, because his absorption is deeper. Which means, even if I have an imperfect goal and you have the most perfect goal, I can overpower you. Only condition in which it does not happen, when demigods went to Lord Vishnu complaining about Hiranyakashipu, he said, "What can I do?" Now, is that an answer? What can I do? I mean, you can do anything. Yes, I can do anything, but he followed my rule. He performed austerities. There was yajna in it. I rewarded it. Demigods became morose. Then he said, but when he will cause trouble to my pure devotee Prahlad, then I'll kill him. So the one who gets protection is the pure devotee. Mixed devotees get mixed protection. Mixed devotees will get mixed protection. Ye yathamam. This is the same verse that we are reading. So impersonal word, if you wish to understand, which means that there is no svarupa, there is no identity, impersonal. So processes in organizations are impersonal. Step A to step B, B to C, C to D, assembly line production, that's impersonal. Rules of traffic, they are impersonal. Policies of government, they are impersonal. Then what is personal? Leaders are personal. You meet them, you talk to them, they are the ones who are making it. You have a relationship with them. All these things are personal. So one has to understand this difference. Sometimes when you become, and I'm not talking about bhakti right now, sometimes when you become too much rule driven, you become dry. And if you become too much person oriented, then you talk like, पता है हमारे चाचा जी ना कलेक्टर हैं. This is also sentimentalism and some ego stuff out there. You should know both person and the policies made by the person. Person is God. Policy is three modes of material nature. Then you know both. So then you say, no, God is comprising of both impersonal and personal. So he is effulgence. There is no shape out there. His effulgence is called Brahma Jyoti. People say God is light. Okay. Flower is personal. Fragrance is impersonal. Sun is personal. Light and heat is impersonal. But personal is the source of impersonal. 13th chapter, Krishna will confirm this. He will say, I hold that Brahman in me, like a mother holds a child in the womb. मैं उस ब्रह्म को गर्भस्थ करता हूं अर्जुन. Krishna is the source of Brahma Jyoti. The fragrance is in circumference much wider than the flower. But flower is the source of fragrance. So in Golok Vrindavan, a cowherd boy is the source of everything else. He's personally placed there, and his multifarious energies are working everywhere. And the work is happening. So you understand the difference. Fragrance is impersonal, flower is personal. The hydrogen, helium in the sun disk is impersonal. The sun god whose name is Vivaswan, he is personal. So when we say impersonalists who deny the existence of God as a person and who only accepts the policies, the rules, the regulations, the automatic nature, they are all impersonalists. Do you know why humanity loves hero worship? There has to be some reason. You don't enjoy dull cricket. Every player comes, makes 25 runs, get out. The whole team makes 250. The team is a world champion now. No, even today, including me, I'm no such great soul or anything, but I'm just saying it, that I would invariably enjoy the excellence and finesse of Sachin's batting. His square cut, his cover drives, they had such panache. And because he had mastered that art, because we are personalists by nature, that's why hero worship is there. All our movies exist because we are personalists. Otherwise, they would cease to exist. The whole hero worship concept. I mean, you may say sci-fi movies. Look at Batman and Captain America and any series. You will find the hero because we are by nature personalists, and that is correct because person is the source of the process. But the person who gets defeated by the material energy time and again, time and again, time and again, nothing, just series of deaths in your life. After giving birth, mother passed away. After, when you were 4 or 5 years old, you didn't know how to take care of yourself, father passed away. You were alone with your sibling passed away. You married someone, that lady passed away. Enough to create that repulsion in you that, boss, I should never come back here. But also you don't get a good intelligence that where should I go? Vairagya. But Vairagya is incomplete. It is incomplete. You have to move to the next. After Vairagya, from this world, attachment, asakti, to the spiritual world. That is complete. People don't have that understanding. And these are amazing people, very hardworking, very intelligent. Their perseverance levels are superb. They can slog. Highly disciplined individuals, but not properly directed. So this is how you should understand impersonalists. Mystic seekers, those who want to, on the strength of their austerities, enhance their ego by and thus become famous, they look for those kind of various siddhis which are there. But whether you are a akami, which is a pure devotee, or sarvakami, you want fruitive results of fruitive activities, or mokshakami, or liberation. Tivrena bhakti yogena yajeta purusham param. Surrender to the Lord with intense service. So this is how, last point, what is the difference between a devotee and an impersonalist? Devotee is like there is a tree and then there are leaves and trunk. The leaves are green and the parrot sitting inside on a branch, but with amidst too many leaves. So it appears that everything is green, but parrot is different. leaves are different. Similarly, those souls who say, no, we will not merge our identity with the Supreme Lord. We will retain our identity and we will exchange the rasa with the Supreme Lord. Wow, that's the perfection. Because then my bliss will be ever increasing. It's going to increase forever. And my eternity is guaranteed. And I have proper knowledge of things. That's why I have taken the best decision. Sat, Chit, and Anand. Sat means eternity. Chit means knowledge. Anand means bliss. We become situated. And there are many, many billions of such pure devotees serving Krishna and engaging with Him. Lord is also reciprocating and He is also relishing. We have to go to that world. And Lord Chaitanya has given this amazing opportunity to us by worshipping through the chanting of the holy names, by reading scriptures such as Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, by engaging in devotional service. We can get ready to get transported. So this is the meaning of this verse. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam satev bhajamiham. If you have any question, you can ask. Otherwise, dot 9:30 and we can wrap up. Any devotee has any question?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Badri Chidambaram, please ask.
Prabhuji, sorry. Like there are many who worship the demigods. So they get the returns in proportion to the activities or the austerities done by them. Like some chant Gayatri Mantra continuously, some chant Om Namah Shivaya continuously. Maybe everything is being offered to Lord Krishna only. Is it through Gayatri, through Shiva, or something like this, Prabhuji?
100% it is like that the result that they are getting, the Lord just wants that you somehow remove or move away from self-obsession.
Okay.
Like suppose you chant Gayatri.
Okay.
It's not that you are in love with Gayatri mantra. You have a motive to attain, and Gayatri mantra is being offered as a path to attain that motive.
Okay.
All right.
So
Then you
Prabhuji,
do
through any of the means, they can attain Krishna, whether it's through Om Namah Shivaya, through Gayatri Mantra, or even Allahu Akbar, whoever is chanting that way.
The power of a specific mantra will go up to the limit of it, which means if you perform, worship of, say, Devi Lakshmi, then you will get wealth. If you perform the loving devotional service for Lord Shiva, not loving devotional service, with an aim. What is your aim? Suppose you say, I need pure Krishna bhakti, and you worship Lord Shiva, then the Lord Shiva will grant you the wish. It happened, there was in Gujarat, there was a devotee, what was his name? Narsi Mehta. He was a very staunch Shiva devotee. And he could, please the Lord. Lord Shiva asked him, he said, what do you want? Then he said, give me that is the best in life. So Lord Shiva responded, he said, best in life is loving devotional service to Lord Shri Hari.
Okay. So, so Prabhuji, through these means also they can attain Lord Krishna.
Let me finish.
Sorry, Krishna. Sorry, Prabhuji.
When he heard that, then he said how to get it. Then Lord Shiva again gave him the Krishna mantra.
Okay.
Which is Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya and things like that. So again, they direct you back, if you know what I mean.
Okay,
it's
Prabhuji.
Not that they, like Lord Shiva being the greatest of the Vaishnav, if he desires that this person should get bhakti, Krishna will immediately give.
Okay.
But that he's not going to do that.
Okay.
It's like you know somebody very closely, but
Okay.
that person is a big shot. Then you will say, "By boss, you go by the books."
Okay. Okay,
You know,
Prabhuji.
so like that.
And Prabhuji, sorry, one last question.
Please ask.
Okay, so you say chanting the holy names lifts a person up. Even like Vishnu Sahasranama or in Pandharpur, it's called Vitthal Vitthal Panduranga. These are the ways by which people approach.
Any name of the Lord
Okay,
is sufficient to raise the consciousness.
so okay,
But
so
please wait, Prabhu. If you ask a question, then you frame the question. Then once I finish, then I'll tell I am done. Then you ask the next question.
sorry, Prabhuji.
No problem. So once you chant the name of any of the Lord in Vaikuntha, Narasimha, Vamana, any Lord, that is definitely going to raise the consciousness. However, depending on the time, place, and circumstances, Kali Santarana Upanishad mentions the Mahamantra. He says this is what is the most apt for the people of this age.
Okay,
Number one. Number two, Lord Chaitanya then brought it forth and he said, others may take a long time to develop love of God in you. But the quickest and the easiest to perform is by the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So therefore we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra continuously, as much as possible. And the purpose is, number one, because time, place, and circumstances matter. For example, Maharana Pratap used to fight, and his shield, which he used to hold in his hand, was in tons. And today, if you be a soldier, you hold it and go, even 10 of them can't lift it. He would lift that thing with one hand. Point
okay,
being made is that time was conducive, that this time is not conducive. So now you have different types of armors, and then you use them. So in Kali Yuga, Hare Krishna Mahamantra is easiest, quickest, and naturally the best. So kindly keep that in mind.
okay, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Anybody else? If any question is there based on this verse? No? Okay. Thank you very much for accepting this service. By your mercy, I am also sorry. Chidambar Prabhu, can you because I mute yourself?
No, it's okay, Prabhuji.
Okay, no fine.
Answered.
Thank you very much. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Shri Krishna Chandra Bhagwan ki jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Prabhuji,
Okay,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Yes, I'm reading a message from Shilpi Mataji. Tomorrow being Shivaratri, what should we do? Of course, you should pray very fervently and ask for Krishna Bhakti. So as we do to Vranda Devi, Krishna Bhakti Prade Devi. So similarly, we should ask for, because Lord Shiva is, Ashutosh. He can be satisfied easily and he may grant. So yes, make good use of it. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Dhanvat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.